An overview of I decided to live as me. I consists of one valuable letter, which may easily be overlooked as we can get stuck in a maze and forget our precious lives. One of the ways that we can be engrossed in our creed once again and focus on our main track is to read the novel I Decided to Live as Me, written by Korean novelist Kim So-hyun, who is one of the outstanding figures in writing. Her book was sold worldwide and translated into many languages such as English, Chinese, Japanese, and Persian. 3 ideas are presented throughout her book, which will be discussed in the following. To start with, just as numerous stars twinkle differently every night, there may be a slenderer, wealthier, or more competent individual, but it is important to know that juxtaposing yourself in another person is tantamount to absurdity. That is to say, comparison functions as a barrier to prevent us from luminous progress. Accordingly, the more you are jealous of others, your life will be lost in darkness. Further, sticking to logic and reality is a great help to grasp that perfection is not necessarily achievable. We have to take a step forward for the sake of our private lives, and not hear ephemeral eulogies of those who may be just passers-by. Knowing that, we can appreciate our every effort, regardless of its quality or quantity, to show that self-love is paramount. We may ever and anon want to sit in front of a window and stare at the manifold clouds on a rainy day without confronting any inconvenience, and that is fine. Finally, having control over our lives without letting triflers meddle is key to reaching our destination. Despite being surrounded by some idlers at university or workplace, we should keep in mind that they will soon disappear and have no power to nettle or belittle us. Instead of avoiding society, choosing a route with fewer thorns and mingling with worthy individuals who do not waste our time is more practical. Hence, this journey would be more melodious and iridescent by ignoring mosquitoes that produce noise pollution. Regarding ideas mentioned in the novel, every single line refers back to the author's experience. After entering society and feeling hopeless, she started to figure out a clear path to walk in during her long trip. Furthermore, in an interview conducted as a part of the K-Book online marketing support project of the Publication Industry Promotion Agency of Korea, Kim So-hyun claims that despite facing defeat and making mistakes, we have to learn to treat ourselves unconditionally, and respect and affection should be added to our lives. The writer believes that our mind is like our front lawn, so fully covered in grass, and we may find it difficult to keep it clean all the time, since persistent weeds are growing amongst them. Consequently, people may not always have the highest self-esteem, but plucking those negative thoughts does matter to eliminate obstacles. It is also noteworthy that the notions can be considered universal, as the words that appeared in the book are both objective and subjective, so readers can comprehend it tangibly and sympathize with direct and personal true stories in which she plays the leading role to show how her life was judged in society, perhaps like ours. In summary, individuals are gifted with a cherished eye which should not be underestimated. Before perusing this novel, I used to compare myself with others, especially after being exposed to social media. Not only that, but I was also prone to be agitated by hearing disparaging remarks from my opponents. However, I concluded that my life is made of gold, and as an owner, I should adore and treasure it to further my goals. Thereupon, instead of ruminating over what others said about me, it is preferable to drink a cup of coffee while reading. I decided to live as me.